Have you ever looked at the stock market and wondered, what do all those lines mean? Well, you're not alone. And those lines are what we call candlesticks. Candlesticks show the high, the low, the open, and the close over a stock in its respected time period. Candlesticks can help us determine where a stock might go in the future. So candlesticks have two parts. They consist of a wick and a body. The wick shows the highest a stock got over its respected time period and the lowest a stock got over its respected time period. And a stock also has what we call a body. A body shows the open and the close over a stock over that time frame. So let's say we have a stock. This candle represents 5 minutes. That means the highest the stock got over this 5 minutes was right here, marked by the top of the wick, and the lowest the stock got was 5 minutes, marked by the bottom of the wick. But let's say the stock opened at this price right here, which represents the open, and when the 5 minutes was up, the last traded price of that stock was right here, which means where it would close. So since the stock closed higher than when it opened, it would leave the candle green, showing that the stock grew. But let's say we have another situation. Let's say the stock opened here, and this is a 5-minute time frame as well. The highest the stock got, marked by the top of the wick. The lowest the stock got, marked by the bottom of the wick. Except this time, the stock closed after the 5 minutes was over, lower than when it opened, meaning the body would turn red, showing decrease in the stock. So to break this down more in detail, here's an example. So here, if you follow my mouse, here we are looking at Apple. And if you keep going over, we have different time frames. You can guess 5 minutes, 1 minute, 15 minute. And then here we get into H, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and the weekly, and the 2 minute. So what these mean is I can change it if I wanted to, but now we're on the 1 hour. So since it's highlighted in blue, this would represent that each candlestick you see on this chart represents 1 hour of price action. So let's break this down here with this candle right here. So here we have a large wick. So like we said in the previous slide, the top of the wick represents the highest the price got over its respected time period. Instead of 5 minutes, like is highlighted up here, we're on 1 hour. So meaning this is the highest Apple got in its first hour of trading. Fluctuated, and this right here would be the lowest point that Apple got in its first hour. But we have to remember, when a stock has a green body, that means that the price closed higher than where it opened. So the bottom of this rectangle right here would represent where Apple opened, beginning the 1 hour. And at the end of the 1 hour, this was the last traded price of the stock. So if we go back, once the close is above the open, meaning the stock will turn green. Like we see here, this is where the hour ended, meaning this is where it closed, and it was higher than the open, so the candle will be green. But let's say we have a red candle. Same situation. Each candle represents 1 hour. So over this hour of Apple, this was the highest it got at the top of the wick. This right here would be the lowest it got over the bottom of the wick. But a red candle means the stock closed lower than where it opened. So the top part of the body this time will mean this is the open. And the low right here, the low of the rectangle will represent the close. So when the hour began, this is the current price Apple was trading at. And once the hour ended, this is where Apple was trading. So since it closed lower than the open, we have a red candle. So candlesticks can help us find potential buying and selling points in the market, which will be covered in a later video. But this is what a candlestick is.